So, yes. Oh, yes. Audio. Let's see here. I should be heard, but not seen so far. I'm not sponsored by Vital Fresh 4-in-1 disinfection. So this is for it cleans, it disinfects, and yeah, it takes odor away. But yeah, it is not sponsored by. But if they want to have a sponsorship set up, I'm available. They can well, they can contact me. I'm open for discussion. I will wait a little while so people notice because I turned this on quite quickly here now, uh, and that's because the other one I did have was not that good. Or what? I don't mean it was bad because I needed to interrupt it quite. I needed to end it quite quickly because I was chatting with my friend at the side, and then he called me and said, "I'm on my way. I'm going to pick you up," and so on. We had some issues with the internet on the radio, remote radio. I don't mean my web radio now. We need when I talk about radio, sometimes it is my web radio, uh, or it could be my ham radio that I have at my brother with antennas and so on. And most often it is that when I'm talking about because that has most issues. The web radio is just knock on wood. It like yeah, it just works. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything now. So now we went up and because I had did some strange connection. It's like this. Um, all this equipment is in a like still cupboard in a barn, and it is when we set this up and raised the antennas and towers and connected everything. It's yeah, I think it was 2017 or something. I had limited. I did it on my vacation, so we needed to do this quickly, and it took longer time, and we have to dig and all that. It took longer time than expected, and I needed to extend my tickets and so on because I lived in South Sweden back then. So it's not pretty done and so on. So now when I were following the TP cable, internet cable, and so on, I unplugged one that I thought it was that one, but that was the wrong one. So we had two routers with the same IP connected, and that was a pain. But that is solved now. But now we have other issues, of course. But yeah, it at least it doesn't create any problems for my brother and so on now. And now we were up, so I was chatting about that with my friend because yeah, it was really crappy and so on. And he decided, yeah, well, let's do this. He came and drove me up there and went. Yeah, you may have seen it, or you can see it afterward because I did mobile stream there also. So what else now? That was has been done, and I started to clean a little bit. I did open open. I did open an app now. That's why I said that. I were I have started to clean. I at least vacuumed some floors there in the kitchen and in my living room. I will continue to take the rest of the floors and dust also. But yeah, I will take a vacuum. Yeah, I will vacuum the floor. I think I will take the dusting tomorrow. So yes, what else? So far, I don't know. Let's see if we have someone in here at. We don't have any viewers so far. So I guess those that may see this will see it afterwards. Let's see if I can focus this a little bit more. It's a crappy cam. It is. I think that is the best I can get for now. And yes, it's not full HD so I can of course stretch the image and so on. But this is how the live sessions will look for now. And as what can I say more? I saw I've seen a few questions in Molina's chat now and then. Someone was asking. I could not understand half of what they really asked. And yes, I normally don't. I don't like to answer others' question. It's not, and so on. Jump in and be like spokesperson or something. But I know that Molina doesn't. She don't mind it. Sometimes I had got the feeling that she also even. Yeah, like when I do that sometimes, depending on, of course, what it is, I would not go in. But this is general questions about the streams and so on. And I want to explain the thoughts about why she is being here on my channel instead of streaming live on her channel. It is it's several reasons, but the two mainly reason is because I have more followers, and it's climbing all the time, by little, and that also makes it better for her to get more views. It also helps me, of course, because some of her followers comes over, and so this is like a teamwork, and it hopefully also makes it easier for all that has been follow us on SpiedLife to have more cameras from SpiedLife at the same place. She will still post. I recommended her to still use her account to post like those short videos and videos that she records and upload and about her life. Do that on her, that she uses her channel to do that and so on. But the streams is going here for those, mainly those two reasons. And we should be honest also. I think we do this to be. Yeah, we like to stream, of course. That's one reason, but also mainly because we want At least I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure it's also the same for Molina. We do this mainly for let you guys that followed us have an opportunity to continue follow us after SpiedLife. Remember, on SpiedLife we earned some money each month. Now we're doing it totally for free. We put effort in this, and we do things like it is not only to put like a stream on. I do the page. I do try to keep some upgrades on the Facebook page. I try to keep you in the loop, all of you, and so on. And we do this for you guys. So there is a really struggle to even get some earnings from YouTube. They have two big criteria that you need to be able to use or fulfill, and that is the first one. You need 1,000 subscribers. You need, first of all, 100 subscribers to be allowed to stream, and then you can't use the YouTube app or so. You can stream from PC or other devices using other apps with a key and so on. You can't use the YouTube app and so on. I helped Molina to reach that by spreading and talk to I get lots of help from my I don't like to use that word, but I do it for the fans on my music platforms I'm on, because I have a group that said yes to subscribe to a newsletter where I can use this, and I also had, if it was okay, they had to agree that it was okay that I posted requests and things if they wanted to support me in other projects and they did. I'm surprised how many that did that. So I helped her to by spreading, do some PR for that. But to reach 1,000 followers, it's 100 followers, yes, that you can do quite quickly if you have a quite big social network. But reaching 1,000, so you are able to use the apps and so on, and that is a little harder. But the biggest challenge is to get the view hours, and that we need to separate, because when I talk about view hours, many think that it's the views, but no, I can have 15,000 views, but that doesn't give me 15,000 view hours, of course, because people may just watch for 45 seconds of 30 minutes and so on. So the view hours, the goal for you need to accomplish 4,000 view hours in 1 year, and that is a struggle, and many never reach it. So that's also why we put this together, because if we can reach that together, at least we can start earn a penny or two. That's it. We are not like doing this for the money, at least not I, but it helps, because if I start earning, I can buy a better camera and so on. I can improve things, and things do cost also. So it would be help. So I'm just for those that comes in now and so on. What I'm doing, I explain how it works on YouTube and also why Melinda has also started to stream here on my channel. We're doing this together to improve it for us and also improve for you guys. That's the short story. And I suggested this to be helpful because she's a close friend. Also, that yeah, why don't we do this together? And also, I'm hoping to be giving. I can't pronounce the name correctly, but well, the Russian couple the opportunity to also do the same here and being here, and so we can have free cameras from SpiedLife at the same. And I can change the name of this channel also if we get more. So that may be an option in the future. We will see how it goes. It's hard though to get contacted with those in private and so on, because first of all the time difference, and also I'm not sure how it is with Facebook and stuff. Russia and so on, they do block some sites, and they have their own alternative sites. And especially now also since the war, that fucking war that's going on, makes things even harder. I'm not sure how we will establish contact, and I can give them this option. But it is a thought I having. If I can manage that, we will see. That will sums up the reason I'm taking this, because I see people asking, especially in Molina chat, of course, then why she is on this live on this and not on her own channel. Hope that explains it all. If it didn't, well, rewatch it until it sinks in. Ho ho ho. What has happened since last session I had? Yeah, I don't mean this short session I had before I did go away. Well, not much. I've been not. I had, as I also mentioned in that stream, I had a headache a long while. Not long while. Yeah, like 2-3 days, and 2 days it was so bad that I couldn't go. I couldn't work. So Thursday and Friday now I have not been working. Still have a little headache, but not that much. And today I got my painkillers I have ordered. It has been delayed, but it came today. I order online and get it home because I don't have a car and I live in between two cities, and it's so much more complicated to can I get a ride there and so on. So we have a service that we can order medication, even prescribed medications. We can order online and get it delivered to our home. So that's what I have done, and I got it today, and that was like yay. What else can I say? No one is going to ask anything or so. I guess it rarely happens, but it happens. But if you do have any questions or wondering about anything, just let me know in the chat. I do this for you guys. I can talk to myself without a camera. That's no problem. If I just want to talk. But it's more fun if we have some interactions and so on. What else? Yeah, the weather has been really crazy last week. We had up to 10 degrees plus, lots of snow melted yesterday and today also. Yesterday we had like hurricane winds, and it went down a little bit, but now it's not hurricane winds, but it's storm winds now. It's quite windy, to be honest, and it being so strange with this. It's the second time this month and last month. No, it's the first time this month because but we had like a period last month also that were really warm, and now we had it again, and for a whole week with plus 10 degrees, between 5 plus and 10 degrees. It's really warm for the season. Now we are going to have a colder period again. It's going to be today, I think it's around -2 or 3 at the moment. I think it, maybe, I don't really know, but it's not plus, it's minus. I don't think it's more than couple degrees minus, but we are going to get colder weather next week, at least what the prognosis say. We are going to have like 5 and 10 degrees minus next week, so that's more normal for this. But I don't think it's going to be maybe 10 degrees at night, but it's going to be around 2 and 5 degrees minus for next week and so on. So it's not like spring has come and being super early spring yet. But spring can come early in Sweden, around the end of March in South Sweden, in the most south parts. There can be early spring, and it could be around end of March, April. Here it comes more spring. In a normal winter, spring comes around end of April and beginning of May, but there has been some changes lately. That's even further up north, that spring has come over a month earlier than it used to, and that is, yes, it's good. Yeah, for us, we like it, of course, but there is also a problem because the last few years we have less snow than we used to, and that may sound like a good thing, and of course in some way it is, but that combined with early springs and warm summers made our water levels really low, because normally all the water, and now we talk like the groundwater, comes from the snow melting and so on, and when we get milder winters and less snow, We had some, now it is a few years ago, but we had some winters here with almost no snow at all, and that don't gives any water almost when no snow melts. And yeah, so there is, even if we like, oh, it's nice, we're getting warmer weather, and shorter winters and all that. There is also a negative side that we have seen last few years. Some regions like have it's up here. It's not maybe critical, but it has been close to critical some summers down south, especially when we're having weather like summers where we have temperatures that we are not normally having, like 30 degrees and so on, and no rain for weeks. So it is changing, and has changed. Yes, that's about the weather. I always try to get the weather in here a little bit, how we have the weather here in the northern part of Sweden. Yeah. What else can I tell you guys? I don't really know. I had more on my mind when I started the first session, but that got interrupted and so on. So now I almost forgot everything I wanted to talk about. Yes. No, we don't have any that many watching either. So I think I will maybe, and that's okay. That's because first of all, I just throw this up quickly, and it's Saturday afternoon, so I don't expect people to. I'm almost happy that don't have lots of viewers, because that means they are out doing other things, hopefully being social and have fun. If you see three dots here, light, that's the camera. It's really annoying. I wish I could show you somehow, but I can't. I can't show the camera on the camera. But it has some lights. It's not ER or IR. ER. IR. It's not infrared. Sorry. It has three sharp lights that should help in dark situations, and you can't turn them off, and it's always on. And it's quite irritating. They are quite strong, and it's reflecting my glasses and so on. So that's what you're seeing. I don't have like those. I'm not like the YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever that has this big light ring or so on. Maybe I should get one, but I need a better camera for this session. This camera, it's okay. It does its purpose, but well. So, any questions? I'll give you a few minutes if anyone has any questions or anything at all that you want to know, or opinion, or if you want to share something. And as always, I need to blow my nose. I think I'm allergic to myself or something. So yeah, I'll give you a few minutes. Then I will, if nothing happens in the chat, I will drop out for this time. Maybe, yeah, I will do the last vacuum. I have 2 rooms and a hallway left, and the toilet also. But the toilet, I think I will use the wet. I will wet wipe it, or how to say. I can lean back and do like this. Wait to see if someone has anything. And now you will hear how this microphone is really like I'm talking like this, and now I'm going back, and then you can hear it has. You need to sit quite close to it. Yeah, here it is really. It's a studio mic, and it's quite directional, and you need to be a certain to make it sound good. Of course, I can put the gain up and so on my mix board. Here is the mix board. I think, yeah. I can show. Here is my mixer that I'm using for mostly for music, but also for the streaming. And here's that microphone I'm talking into now, and so on. And I also listen to music through this now, but that music can't be heard on stream because in the software I have blocked that. And what else? Yeah, and here I have a Zebra radio, and that is the power for that. The Zebra radio, I don't have a really good antenna, or the antenna is good to be it's just a mobile antenna on a stick, but it's a good mobile antenna. But I have it just outside my window, so I can't really use this. Here is the ham radio that I use. This is, and it's a contest this weekend where we only work American operators. This is on the 10-meter band. And yeah, so the radio this is the front of the radio. The radio is in at my brother's, and we have this box. I don't know if you can see that. This box is connected to the radio, and it sends all information to another box that is over internet that is at my brother's house, and it and that is connected to the radio, so we transfer all the info. And here we have some other. This is my EQ. It's a 16-band IQ. IQ? No, it's EQ. And here is a combo. It's like limiter, compressor, and a little other stuff, gate and so on. So I can filter out background noises and so on. And here is that Vital Fresh 4-in-1. If you want to be clean, clean, and clean, and clean. And here's my monitors, and that one is broken. It turns on, but something has happened to the display, sadly. And I do use, as I mentioned, all those are those two. That one and that one is the same brand. About those, both of those are bought from old colleagues. The other one in the middle is not the same brand. That also is both used from a company that you get even some warranty and so on. Because I think that is a good thing to buy used computer things. If it, yeah, lots of companies and so on, and they like, yeah, we're going to change now because we had this for 3 years. Yeah, it still works. Yeah, but we need to change it because they have their routines and so on. And we can buy that cheap because they're selling. And yeah, I can also. And back there is my mixer board, a small mixer for some DJ mixes. And there is the MIDI keyboard. And yeah, we have the guitar and bass there, and there is the a painting I need to try to get up on the wall somewhere. I have only one canvas left that I think about. I feel like I want to paint, but at the same time, I don't want it enough to do it. So that's, and yes, I can also show here there is my working station. Now I have my, it should be a laptop, more more laptop here on the right side of the table, because that's where I have my work laptop. But that is at the office at the moment. So that is my private laptop doing some stuff. And you can see there, there that's the server for the radio, web radio, that pumping out that good music you can hear on Kramfors radio.radio12345.com. Kramfors radio.radio12345.com, presenting the best music around the world 24/7. Or something. Yeah, now you got like a little view, and I need to. Oh, I can show the windows also. I need to take down those. I have shut it down though, the lights, but I need to take it down. I have no, because I put some, I don't know what it's called, the Christmas balls or whatever in that light also. If I didn't have those, I could have that up there for a longer while. I still have that, as you can see here on the in the roof. Uh, I'm a little split about if I should take it down or not, because I like to have different lights and so on, but they are, it's not like you need to have it at Christmas only, but the shape of them makes it feel Christmas. I have the I have some lights in my living room also, but I haven't had them turned on for a long while now, and I'm thinking about removing those and see if I can find some nice LEDs in the future or something. Or at least I have some table lamps or floor lamps and so on, because I have limited lights in there. I have some in the window, but they are not bright enough. I have in the roof, and I have in this little bar or whatever, but I would like to have a little more light in there, because I don't really want to have this when having this ceiling lamp to yeah on, it's almost too much. Even if it's like soft light, it's getting too much sometimes. Well, now we have had a little round tour of my computer room and so on, and I think that will end this. I thank you all for dropping by, and if you watch this later on, um, when it's recorded, I thank you in advance. But don't forget, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that, because it do help. It there there is a reason that we all on YouTube, on most yeah, on all medias, so all streaming media do say that, and please subscribe and all that. That there is a reason, because it helps, and if you really want people to continue, I'm not talking only for myself now. If you want people to continue, be supportive in all the ways you can, because it helps, and it helps also to motivate people to continue. Uh, that's that is my final words for now. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and bye bye bye.